And they aren't.
You keep making it worse, and now we got a situation. You always take the hard way to learn, and I'm gonna make it hurt when when I take my turn. I'm gonna let it all burn until there's nothing left. Let it all burn until the bitter end. Let it all burn. Well, I don't see how you could save this. It didn't come as a surprise. You're hiding shadows like you're famous, but you made your bed and now it's time to lie. And I'm gonna make it hurt when when I take my turn. Gonna let it all burn until there's nothing left. Let it all burn until the bitter end. Let it all burn for what you've done and said. Let it all burn. Let it all. I'm gonna let it all burn. You've passed the point of no return as ashes fall on tortured earth. Don't look back, there's nowhere left to turn. You crossed the line, wrote your curse. The matches struck, your sentence served, and no white flag will change my final word. I'm gonna let it all burn. Let it all burn. Let it all burn until there's nothing left. Let it all burn until the bitter end. Let it all burn.
Happy Sunday. It's Chris and Mark with the NWA Exchange podcast, the only podcast you need to listen to know everything about Bella Vista and beyond. Hopefully we have worked through our technical difficulties enough to make this one happen, but the gremlins have showed up, and I don't know what to tell you, other than we're going to try to attempt this, so hopefully you guys can hear us. And Mark's disappeared on me again.
Hey, buddy. I'm
Hey,
here.
he's here. He
I'm
just
here.
disappeared. I don't know where the gremlins came from, buddy, but they have showed up in force tonight.
Well, we're getting audio on the outside, so that's all that counts right now. So
That's all that counts, I guess. We will get you squared up here. There he is, the man, the myth, the
Hey,
legend.
there we go. Good
So, Mark, man, I'm kind of bummed about this audio situation that just crept up on us. The only thing I could think of is, the software did update. Could it be that possibly? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is now. We just got to push through it.
Yeah, we are going to push through it tonight. So, that being said, there are some posts circulating on the interwebs still with misinformation, and I find it hilarious. It was the same post that I was commenting on and calling out people for being liars, etc., etc. And I'm just unsure of how do you deal with this. But I am happy to see that other people are stepping up and calling out liars nowadays. That's always, a good thing in my eyes when people have the intestinal fortitude to stand up and call out liars for what they are. Standing in the name of truth, in the light of truth, is always an important characteristic, and I am liking what I'm seeing. That being said, we'll go over to the Webby share and same thread of why you should get out and vote. And this person, Anita, said Randy is the best candidate for mayor. And we'll scroll down to the most recent post, a couple hours more, and it was Abby Foster, cannot disagree more. Vote for John Flynn. My personal conversation with Randy informed me well. He is pro-construction with no, all caps, no regulations. And sadly, that's who has supported his campaign. A vote for Andy Murray is a vote for special interest of the worst kind. Shout out to Darren Keller if you catch this or if you're watching this. You're spreading misinformation on purpose and you are a liar. That's right. He called her a liar.
Yeah.
Randy has already dispelled this myth, so anybody who chooses to ignore it, enjoy getting called a liar.
What does that mean, pro-instruction? Hey, Eric,
pro-construction. Hey, Eric, thanks for the like, buddy. I do have the merchandise shirts in the samples. I'm actually wearing one right now. It's a nice, comfortable hoodie, man. Good quality.
There it is.
I love it, man. Baby. It's comfortable, dude. So the merch shop is looking like it's creeping towards what we want, man, and that's merch, right? So
yeah,
I am gonna get my chat. During the troubleshooting session, I forgot to pull up my chat notification so I can see when people are commenting. So I will get that pulled up real quick.
Yeah. That's just a goofy statement. Pro-construction. I mean,
pro-construction, right? Yeah, I know.
We want to grow Bella Vista. You want to increase the tax base. What do you want to do? Just do nothing? You already have that right now. You know what I mean? You have that. You have someone that's just not proactive in doing anything in the city right now. So I don't get that statement. I just don't understand that.
Yeah, and her rebuttal to him was, basically when he said you're spreading misinformation on purpose is what grade are you in, right? When you intentionally misrepresent facts and distort truths, that makes you untrustworthy source of information. What's another name for someone who does that? Disingenuous, liar, piece of crap, scumbag? I don't know. Maybe that's what I would call you if you refused to do it and still started spreading, or still were out there spreading misinformation. So, hey, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
So familiar, Chris. That name sounds so familiar to me.
Well, Mark, it's funny that you ask. This person was actually a city council member speaking on behalf of
that was the six-pack lady.
Of more regulations. Yeah, the six-pack profiling lady. Don't worry, we got some of that footage pulled up right here, right to the moment. This was at the Bella Vista City Council meeting September 19, 2022. Again, shout out to Bella Vista Community TV for providing all this valuable internet gold, is like I like to call it. On their YouTube channel. We're going to play a brief segment of it. Again, this is the Bella Vista Community Television's show, 501(c) nonprofit organization here in Bella Vista. They do some great work by covering the city council meetings. So appreciate us having, information on the internet readily available to debunk some of these claims, or, kind of show the community who's making these statements. So we'll roll into that. Hopefully we get audio. I'm not sure if we will. I'm hoping that we do.
Yeah, this was a drama. It was like a theater group she was running here, right?
Yes. As I've listened to some of these emotional pleas, I just want to make sure that you guys understand that all of us
Stranger danger.
College too.
Stranger danger.
And
Got to profile people.
A lot of different ways. I know one thing for sure. These short-term rentals today put my kids in danger. I didn't say for my kids' college by putting anybody else's kids in danger. That causes a risk to our physical property as well as our kids. I've got teenagers on my street who cannot walk their dog because of the stranger danger in the house at the end of the...
Teenagers who cannot walk their dog because of stranger danger, Mark. Teenagers.
What does that mean? What
stranger
is she talking
danger?
About?
Well, short-term rental owners. Or I'm sorry, short-term rental tenants.
What's stranger danger? Why can't he walk with a dog? I mean, a teenager. Why can't a teenager walk the dog? I'm not following that. I can't put that together. I'm not understanding what she's saying. She's not.
Because there's outsiders that are coming in, is her rationale. And renting a home next to her home. And that's stranger danger.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah. I mean, you can't control who moves in next door to you, right?
Right.
I understand it's probably something she's not used to, but it doesn't justify the blatant use of lies to get her candidate in office. It's wrong. It's disingenuous. It's just really like, I mean, you show how kind of nutty you are.
Cul-de-sac. We have kids 7 and 9 years old. They can't play in the cul-de-sac anymore because of the stranger.
So you can't play it. You can't walk down your street and you can't play in the cul-de-sac because of stranger danger.
Every 2 to 4 days, strangers move in. I just want to swing my grandbaby on the...
Hey, there's laws against swinging babies, okay? You cannot do that, Abby. I would advise against it, okay? I'm just saying you can't swing babies, all right? I think there's a terminology for that. It might be shaken baby syndrome or something like that. Abby, calm down. It's not worth it.
Porch, and I have to profile every 2 to 4 days.
Again, profiling people in 2022 has been deemed socially not acceptable. And I mean, I'm sorry, like you're putting this information out there, but it's not acceptable to. What are the basis that you're using to profile people? See, that would be the question that I would probably be asking this individual. Slippery slope. Just saying.
Who comes in and out of their 6-pack of beer under their arms and they're walking down to my leg.
Ma'am, we're going to need you to address the front of the room.
It's a private lake, okay? That's my life now. I had a dream too. My dream was that I would move to this area and I would actually enjoy being on the lake, enjoy the amenities. I don't mind sharing them with people who are paying for them at all. What I do mind, though, is the fact that I don't know who that is next door.
Then upgrade your security. If you're that concerned, right?
Yeah.
Upgrade your security.
Short-term rental guests screaming at me because they think they have rights.
They're probably screaming at you because you're profiling them and yelling at them. I'm just going to go out on a limb here, and probably you're swinging a baby around on top of it by your own account. I mean, shit, I'd be screaming at you too.
Entitled to everything, and I'm sorry, the guest, it's the behavior. You can. By the way, thank you for the last ordinance. I think it's great. I don't think it goes far
enough, right? So govern me harder, Daddy. Govern me harder, right? Please, can I have some more?
Go further. What's missing from it is a voice from the people. We've begun to organize as neighbors. We will never, ever, ever go away. Let me make sure our short-term rental owners know this. We're fighting for the safety.
You got to address the front of the room, Abby. Okay?
Yeah.
security of our families. We will never, ever, ever go away. We're not going to stop. We're not going to just give up. This was my dream to live here. Now I can't. I work all week, holidays, weekends. I can't go down to the lake and enjoy myself without.
Well, how would you go down to the lake and enjoy yourself if you're working all day, holidays and weekends, right? You should be working and not enjoy, like,
Yeah.
Profiling who
There's a lot of
is
drama.
next door. What kind of party are they going to have? You know, some of them turn the music up and they scream and yell. When they see you, they do that because they somehow.
Probably because you're screaming and yelling and they don't want to hear you. Or they're probably saying, you know, hey, how about them sandwiches? Calm down.
To be seen and heard. And the reality is they're in a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood. It's not a commercial property. And my right to live in peace in the home that I bought has been completely ripped from me.
Are you buying this?
No.
I mean, she just rode into the door, man, with her drama llama, man, and just drama llama started spitting out everywhere, man.
Yeah,
It's ripped from me. It's ripped from my husband, my kids, my grandkids. It's ripped away. We have rights too as property owners.
Property owners have rights in general, right? And I, you know, if there's a noise ordinance being violated, you know, that's we've already covered this, Mark. But if a noise ordinance is being violated, who is responsible for enforcing noise ordinances?
The police. Bella Vista Police can come and cite them for noise complaint or disorderly conduct. Wasn't she the one that said they were peeing in their bushes and all
No, that's not. This isn't. This, no, that's just somebody parroting her narrative that she's putting out on the social internet or social medias. But you know, I mean, like again, this kind of tells you the mindset of the person. You know, this is the person that wrote this blatant lie about the People's Choice candidate, and I'm going to continue to call him the People's Choice candidate because he won the election in my mind during the general by having the most votes. Some BS arbitrary rule. Obviously, that's the rules, but he was the People's Choice. And given that there is a runoff, it's creating a lot of opportunities for misinformation to be distributed to basically strip the people of their voice and their choice during the general election.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an opportunity, and that's what that rule does, is it provides an opportunity for this. And we're seeing it.
Yeah, they're coming in full force. The trolls are coming in.
I think is fantastic. I would like to see concentration limits.
Well, I thought she was going to say concentration camps, man. I mean, like, for real. I mean, she's her asking for harder ordinances and govern me harder and all that. I mean, like, and yeah, I mean, woof.
Added, I want 4%, no more than 4% of all the houses on any given lake could be STRs, or on any given street could be STRs. No on-street parking. There should be.
There's already ordinances for no on-street parking. So again, you know, really what she's asking for is somebody to address the issue next door to her house.
Right. And what could be easily done by picking up the phone and calling the police. That's it. Simple.
Right. Yep.
Documented.
Well, it could be if the police would actually do that and enforce that, but it's my understanding that they're not, right? So, and that's comes
Did
from...
she say yeah, but she never acknowledged that she called and they didn't show up. I'm sure she didn't call. She probably didn't call.
Right. Well, again, you know, go back to everything. Go back to everything, right? You know, when you're intentionally misrepresent the facts and distort the truth. The funny thing is, she brings up a vote for the People's Choice is a vote for special interests of the worst kind. So, you know, thank you for prompting me to take a look at the special interest that you're involved with there, Abby. But you know, the candidate that you want to win, I'm going to go ahead, you know, and talk about this. I've briefly talked about it, and that's the fact that you know, he's the vice president for the Bella Vista Foundation, right? He's also on the Advertising and Promotion Commission, and there was a budget summary budget released for the Advertising and Promotion Commission, and I found some interesting stuff there, which correlated with the Bella Vista Foundation's reports, I guess, is what they've done, what they've accomplished, right? And
Right.
so we take a little look down here, into the budget. Let's get that pulled up real quick. And so there's some fees and stuff that are NATA membership, and that's the Northwest Arkansas Travel Association. $10,000 fees, dues that are paid to them. And then community promotion. So this is taxpayer money being used for the 4th of July festivities, which were held out at Lake Point, and who directly benefited from that, Mark? POA, Lake Point, right? And then the POA charity golf tournament. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? POA charity golf tournament. Taxpayer money being used for charity golf tournaments. Doesn't sound like a proper use of taxpayer money, but $15,000 went to them, and that money is going directly back to the POA. So why is it interesting to me that obviously people can donate money to these charities and all that, and taxpayer money, I don't think should be donated to charities. I think that should be used, for taxpayer purposes, right? For actual needs.
Right.
So again, that threw me off a little bit of like, why are we throwing this amount of money out here? But it gets, we start going down the rabbit hole a little bit. So we'll go ahead and bring up the Bella Vista Foundation. This is their annual report where the foundation continues to accept funding from the Walton Philanthropy Group. Special interest group much. The foundation provided $1,200 donation to the Bella Vista Historical Museum, which, guess who, he's also associated with the Bella Vista Historical Museum. I don't know, right? So funneling money to his own special interest, right?
Several people are on that.
Yeah. And so we'll go down here a little bit more. Discover Bella Vista and the city of Bella Vista continue their long-standing support for the 2021. This is the last report that they did. It was the 2021 report tournament, along with 33 businesses and corporate sponsors. We split the pro-am teams between Highlands and Country Club golf courses, blah, 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 right? But Discover Bella Vista is what? The Advertising and Promotion Commission, essentially, right? So let's go over and find out, connect the dots, put on your critical thinking hats, right? Who's on the A&P Commission? Well, we've got John Flynn. He's the secretary. Doug Fowler, he's the chair. I think everybody's well aware that Doug's the chair of the, by the way, I'm the chair of the Advertising Promotion Commission. And by the way, we're really proud of our work we're doing. Right. But, so Tom Judson's also on it. Wow.
Tom Judson's on the
Tom
A&P
Judson
Commission?
is on the A&P Commission. Does that not sound like a conflict of interest to funnel money back to your organization that you're the COO of?
Sounds a little odd to me, man.
Right. Special interest groups. Would you consider the POA a special interest group too? In Bella Vista? No? You wouldn't? Are you full of it, man? Do I got to kick you off the show? Would never do that to you, buddy. But you know what I'm saying, right? So, what we have here is a couple of, I don't know, what I would consider special interest groups, philanthropists, people with money, operating behind the behind the veil, if you will, funneling taxpayer money to things that probably it shouldn't be funneled to. I don't know. Just saying, taxpayer money going to golf tournaments doesn't sound right to me. Does it sound right to you?
No.
Okay. I don't know. But why are all these people coming out? Oh, another little fun fact. Let's go ahead and pull up the list of people who are directors on that Bella Vista Foundation, because you might find this interesting as well. Board of Directors. Vice President John Flynn.
John Flynn's on there?
John Flynn is the vice president of the organization that's receiving and distributing money. But on top of it, Linda Lloyd's on there as well.
Oh,
Hasn't that name come up this
interesting.
week too? Right? Sending out spammy disinformation emails? I don't know, man. Thick as thieves is what I got to say. Thick as thieves. So, let's talk about those special interest groups a little bit more, people, and cause, I don't know, people to actually research the organizations that you're associated with and then the company that you keep. Period. So I would say the special interest groups are fine with colluding. We are also seeing colluding from within the city council. Obviously, the STR stuff that came up, the endorsements that have been happening in the newspaper itself, putting out pro-Flynn opinions and letters to the editor and not being fair and balanced. Multiple people told me that they had written into the Weekly Vista letter to the editor in support of Randy Murray, but yet those letters were not published.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And then we can go over to the Press Reader article where they basically misrepresented the actual situation which happened with Jerry Snow, and he confirmed last night whenever he called in, right? And right here it says Councilman Jerry Snow had agreed. It's right. Press Reader stinks whenever it comes to highlighting. It would be the middle. We'll just make it the middle column for y'all's screen. City Councilman Jerry Snow had agreed to do it during the October regular session, but during the work session held between October and November regular sessions, a discussion on the STR committee revealed Snow was opting out. He never opted out. A baseless claim was made about him making a donation to Randy Murray's campaign, and Doug Fowler basically insinuated that he couldn't exercise what was it? Proper
judgment,
proper judgment, that he had some type of bias because he had done that. He also made accusations at that meeting, calling on a citizen and a mayoral candidate, Randy Murray, saying that he didn't support STRs, which could be further from the truth. So
where did the Vista get their source that he opted out when that's not even factual? We'll have to ask Bennett that then.
Right. Yeah. So again, and I don't really want to, go too in depth, but what I'm saying is this is an accurate news, and this is the newspaper in our community, right? And so I would say that there's collusion between the powers that be and the publishers in our community as well. The other thing that comes to mind is, obviously the collusion with the endorsement from Peter Christie as well. Where were these endorsements during the general election? Is my question. But now that they have an opportunity, they didn't realize that Randy was as popular as he was, and he actually is his message is resonating with people in the community, and they got to pass because of that stupid rule, right? So now they're doing everything within their power to spread false information across the community, and in doing so, they're also slandering this candidate, which I find just the behavior reprehensible. It's disgusting.
There's a concerted effort to undermine everything he's doing. I mean, there's groups that are just pushing out propaganda. We saw that with the emails.
Yeah. So you remember the fee, the fee that we had to pay, the AMP had to pay for NATA, the Northwest Arkansas Travel Association, right? Well, let's go down that road.
I don't know anything about that. I don't even know.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Northwest Arkansas Tourism Association, the NATA Board of Directors. Now, here's where it goes again, right, buddy?
So who approved that? Who approves this stuff?
Well, the chair, right? But this person is also the secretary of this, where they're directly receiving funds from the city's AMP as well as other cities' AMPs, right? Conflict of interest, man. Conflict of interest. Right. So Discover Bella Vista is, so they definitely have. There is a. I think we found out where Fowler intends to go.
Right, he'll be on the board,
yes.
the Natty board,
right,
or not a board.
Not. I don't know. I'm just saying. Hey, connect the dots. Follow them. There's something wrong here. People should be recusing themselves if they have a potential conflict of interest. And I can guarantee you, by Tom Judson sitting on that AMP for Bella Vista and money being distributed to the Bella Vista POA and their businesses for 4th of July celebrations would, in my mind, constitute as a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Not to mention fraud, waste, and abuse and inappropriate use of taxpayer funds. Just saying.
A lot more conversation about that.
So where did Mark? Why do you keep on disappearing on me, buddy? You just keep on disappearing. I don't know why. He's back now.
Oh,
What was that
there we
beep?
go.
What did you hear the beep? I don't know, man. The Gremlins are out tonight, dude.
The guy up in Kansas City just popped
Yeah.
in for us.
Yeah. They definitely don't. They're Kevin up in Kansas City, my assigned Department of Homeland Security watcher, handler, have you will. You know, he gave me that beep notice and made sure I caught it. So I'll watch what I say, Kevin. No, not really.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Mark.
Well, that's a lot to digest, man. That's
I
for
know,
sure.
it's a lot to
But we can start to
digest.
see a lot of things going around. A lot of people open up their eyes and seeing what's happening. Give them
Yeah,
a couple more days to think about it and let it stew. It's like a nice little stew you put in there, man.
yeah. Well, let it kind of all percolate and meld and all that jazz, right? I'm really just like blown away by the amount of misinformation that's come out, from the same select group of people, right? Like I said, I've got it narrowed down to about 5 people over on the Nextdoor
Right.
app.
Yeah.
And the fact
Because this
that
is the
people
goal.
are
They're doing
parroting
everything
it.
in their power. I mean, to undermine everything that he can do, so they can control the narrative, man, and get their guy in office, so they can continue the process.
Yeah. Yeah, and on top of it, I don't really going to go into too much depth, but I think that the person that was called a liar, I don't want to say her name too many times, but you guys can read. You can read the name. The person that was made this BS statement, would probably has aspirations for a government contract in Bella Vista. Because her business was recently awarded one over in Fayetteville as well. So if I hope you win, what can we look at doing this as well for here? Possibly, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully the way that contracts are awarded in Bella Vista have a little bit more scrutiny on them. But again, it always ties back to the man in charge and the people that are on the city council.
Yeah. It's a scary thought lately, right?
Right.
There's only a handful on there that have any confidence with.
Donna says budget questions I would like to ask. Do you have some questions regarding the budget? Donna, I can forward you over that if you're interested in reading and looking at it. I've got questions about it as well because some of the budgeting items in there seem a little excessive or it's kind of wasteful spending, The documentary, I feel it was kind of wasteful spending. I believe they spent on this Trail Town documentary, they spent a total of $31,000. And I did see the report, about 8,000 people, maybe 9,000 people had seen that video in total over on YouTube. And the average watch time was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So sounds like a lot of money.
Not a good return on that, man.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. If you got questions, our emails are up on the screen. Always feel free to shoot us an email if you're inquiring about some of the sources that we're using. We could definitely email it to you and let you see it directly.
So we haven't got the final. Have we even got the final copy of the AMP yet? We still haven't got it. We requested it a while back, and the other thing that I looked at is it's not much detail in there. It's not broken down so you can really understand.
It is
exactly.
It is broken down. Let me see if I can bring up a web share of Adobe Reader, and we can go through this. The actual date on this is from July of 2022, which I think is kind of interesting because fiscal year just ended, so I would think that we could get October, basically all the way out through the year. I thought I had a copy of that one, but I am drawing a blank on trying to locate it in the emails. So maybe I can try to get another copy, but I think that this is actually the latest one that I received. But it does have a breakdown. Let me get this web share going of, we'll turn off Safari and we will share Adobe Reader, where are you? Adobe Acrobat Pro. That will work.
I think there's a lot of stuff, a lot of fat we can trim. There's no doubt about that. You know.
So again, this was the NATO membership, 4th of July festivities, 10,000, 15,000 for the POA golf tournament. Another 13. So total community promotion was $26,000. Total content marketing, $29,000. Total IT and website, $32,000. Total marketing and management contractor, $70,000. Other expenses, $100. Office supplies, stuff like that.
We'll go back. Contract and what?
Total marketing and management contractor, $70,000.
Oh, so there's another company that's doing all this.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay. So it's not even the AMP Commission that's doing. They're taking this.
They're paying a third party
to do this.
Yes. They're paying a third
so
party.
So then why do we need a middle person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the oddest thing I've ever heard.
So here's where it kind of throws me for a loop is total associate total content
who's the
marketing
company.
So total content marketing. This is print, radio, video, and web for dining, lodging, and leisure, right? $29,645 went out there. Now we take total paid advertising is $47,052, and this is paid social ads, print advertising, programmatic advertising, and radio streaming services. Did you know that they were advertising on the radio? I'd like to know what radios their stations are advertising.
I listen to a lot of radio. I haven't heard it once, to be honest with you.
$35,342 for a video documentary, and another $4,240 went to the BV Trail Challenge. I thought the Bella Vista Trail Challenges were being done by private entities. $3,000 for web dev, web development. That was somebody put in the chat. Website development SEO, $31,189. That was year to date.
$31,000 for a website development?
Web development and search engine optimization. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the wrong racket, brother. Doing this for free, man. Nabbit. Uric dropped a kind of a large one in here. Here are a few little tidbits. There are 40 sex offenders in Bella Vista. This person chose to move in the middle of that. Is that not actual proven danger? Wozniak is polishing a turd. I don't agree with where it is heading at all. This guy cares, and I mean a lot. It is unfortunate, really. There is no fixing this policy Fowler has. We need a new one with justifiable policy. Fowler likely asked the residents to not proceed with snow. I mean, think about it. Who does that benefit? The city staff in the committee meeting mentioned, and I didn't even know about this, that there were a lot of one-bedroom septics with 6 residents or more in there. I did see that. That was Doug Tapp mentioned that, Uric. I was watching at the time that he mentioned that, and I'm like, okay, so that's more problematic than what's going on with the STRs. And the city knows about it. How crazy is that? There isn't a debate when it's actual facts or data, and that's why this is so controversial. If it was fact or data based, how could we argue about it? It's just our feelings then. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, Ryan, and it's probably WordPress, and I think it is, or what was that other app? Square, I think, or the Square web app or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. But that sounds like a lot of money for, operating a website and doing updates to it. I mean, a lot. Granicus, they had spent $12,049 from Granicus. I believe Granicus is just some data collection and information, providing services for like SDRs. Yeah, and I don't think that this is the latest one. Like I said, this is January to July 2022 year to date. I thought I had one that was more up to date.
They don't have the final out yet. The final's not out yet.
Is this
we'll
it
have
right
to
here?
Confirm that.
This was a draft, so this isn't it. So, and that's a contract for somebody who received a contract in Fayetteville. Just saying. So, do the research, pull it up. you're willing to sit down and sniff it out. But yeah, so this is the budgeting stuff. Donna, if you're interested in this, I can forward it over to you. Just shoot me an email. Granicus is the service, yep, that they're using to track down STRs, yep. And I believe that they were looking at some data on from them as well regarding septic, if I remember right. So, where do we go from here? Merchandise, yes.
You just opened up the buffet, man. I mean, there's just so many moving pieces here. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I mean, either, we can ask these questions of our elected leaders to be transparent, et cetera, but it doesn't sound like they are. And obviously recusing themselves or when there is a direct conflict of interest as well. I mean, like I'm telling you, Tom Judson being on the board of the AMP, that one just like stinks to high heaven to me, man. Yeah. Especially when they're allocating funds to the POA tournaments and festivities.
Right. Not necessary. Shady.
Yurik says, check out the BV agenda for the special work session. Nearly 51% of the total revenue is sales tax and property tax is 15.1%. Yeah, I know. Well, if we don't get any commercial business here, buddy, that's going to go up. It's going to go up. Tell you, government spending that never goes down. It only goes up. They have this thing at the end of the year. It's called use or lose budgeting. So if they don't spend that money that was allocated for them, then they run the risk of that money being reappropriated for other projects. And so it's incentivizing to actually spend your full budget, by the end of the fiscal year. And so using that model, right, budgets will only go up.
Right, because they'll continue to say they used it, and they'll give them another increase 3 or 4% on top of that for the following year, right?
Right.
That's just, yeah.
And so without our commercial tax base going up significantly, then the tax burden falls on the residents. And let's flip over to the other thing too, Mark. And that was another comment that somebody had made. I think I brought it up with that gentleman who was just grossly misinformed about the facts of the stump dump. But the also commentary rolling around regarding where do your monthly dues pay for? And somebody made a statement. I'm like, where does this information keep on coming up from? You forgot to add the $1 million settlement for the stump dump and the $4.2 million renovation in Reardon. I think it's unbelievable that they could spend that kind of money on the building while dumping on the wood carvers and fly tire clubs, right? And I said, Mike, the stump dump settlement portion for the POA is actually more than that million. I'm not sure where that $1 million number started being circulated, but the POA is actually over 4.8 million on what they had settled. And I have a source here. Look, I'm not going to talk without having an appropriate source, but $6.3 million settlement reported in suit over dump fire in Bella Vista. And right here, a lawyer told the Democratic Gazette that the Bella Vista Property Owners Association will pay $4.8 million on that last settlement. Did they budget for that? Or are they doing some funny money stuff with the budget? I can guarantee you that's probably where this $3 increase came from.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. They got to make up for something. They're liable for it.
Yeah, and so I got some commentary back on that. The cost to extinguish or remediate may have been $4.8 million, but the POA received $2 million from a legal settlement. Well, it's actually referenced in that news article. Reading is fundamental, but so many people just fail to do it. An earlier lawsuit against the BVPOA resulted in a $3 million payment by an insurance company to cover remediation costs claimed by the state against the Bella Vista POA.
Totally separate claim.
It's totally separate claim, but he was saying it was $2 million. From a legal settlement, and will also pay out $1 million in another settlement. So the $1 million is referring to the settlement announced in the last few months. Again, read the freaking news article before you open your mouth. I said I think you should take a closer look at the article referenced above. This is a settlement amount for one of the lawsuits that was recently settled in August. This is not in reference to the amount used to put out the fire, nor the ongoing remediation efforts. Yes, that's right. There's still ongoing remediation efforts from the state's eyes. That site has not been properly remediated. Should do a drone flight and show everybody the status of, Mount Stinky Pete. It's as bald as his head, for real.
Yeah, they tried to put the hydro seed on.
They hydro seeded this sucker, but hey, no. I mean, like, we know weeds grow everywhere in Bella Vista, brother, but not on that hill, man. That's where weeds go to die.
Dirt, man. It's organic dirt, Chris.
It's totally organic, So,
Oh man,
that's where weeds go to die, brother.
It did, man. You thought Roundup was badass. This stuff has nothing on it, man.
I mean, I don't give them any ideas because I'll be like, come and get some free soil and rock for your yard.
Yeah.
Or actually worse, they'll charge for it, man.
Yeah. Yep. For sure, man. Well, that's a lot to digest tonight, man. That's for sure.
So, like I said, got the sample orders in.
Yeah.
Here's the
oh yeah,
the
man,
flight.
that looks awesome.
Yeah. And then on the back,
Yeah.
we got the NWA Exchange logo.
Did you get the flag on the side of that one, or is that the short sleeve?
Nope, the flag is on the side. Hold on, I got to get the sleeve open. These are brand new. I have not thrown them through the wash.
Yeah, those are sharp.
But yeah, definitely got the American flag on the sleeve right here. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
And then the so quality, like I said, no bleeding lines and all that. And that was one of the things. The ink is not like really like, it's not like an iron on or anything like that. These are ink printed. And then I got me because I'm helping out my fellows over at Nasty's Float Shop. So I designed a Nasty's Float. Damn, come on, Chris. Nasty's Float Shop 1-wheel shirt. And this has
awesome
3 colors on it and turned out really good. So I'm very happy with the quality. Shipping is around 6 to 7 days. Obviously, there was a holiday in there. And then, like I said, this one turned out really good. I'm very, very happy with it.
Nice, man.
So got another sample order of some of the flamingo one coming in, and then another T-shirt, which is a cartoon graphic T-shirt with the podcast listener on it. And so once I get those in, can verify the quality, I'll know it. That sample order should be good to open up the store. So I'm doing more designs. If you guys have ideas for a design or a specific style that you like, feel free to shoot us the email. I like the plain one. It looks hopefully they drop soon. Ryan, I will definitely make sure I get you one of those for supporting the show. So, but yeah,
that's some good stuff, dude. I like that. I like that. The hoodie you got on, I really like that. I like the long sleeve one. There's some good stuff in there. The hats, some of those hats are really cool.
The coffee mugs. Whenever you're sipping on your drink, or your tumbler, right? Your insulated tumbler, But mice pad, desk pads, we're gonna be dropping bunch of cool merch on there. All that's gonna go to support the show and help grow the show.
Awesome, good deal, man.
Yeah.
Well. What do you think, buddy?
Well, I
think down to it, man. 2 days left.
Yep. Tomorrow, it's only a day away. What are you talking about, Chris? The runoff election tomorrow is the last day for early voting, and we hope everybody gets out and votes. The numbers are not really impressing me that have been reported coming in. I'm hoping we have a massive turnout on voting day, but I believe rain is coming in on that day. I think it's forecasted to come in on that day, and some people are concerned about possible road issues. The locations you can vote in Bella Vista is Highlands United Methodist Church, New Life Christian Church, and St. Bernard's Catholic Church. Addresses are on the screen if you don't know where those are at and you want to know where to go. This is also posted on our Facebook page. So this is for voting on Tuesday, December 6th, open 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 p.m. Hopefully, the results will come in relatively quick that night, but we do plan on going live probably about 7:30 on December 6th, and we will be monitoring the election results as they come in.
Night. Yeah, hopefully we won't be pulling another midnight again, but hey, it's worth it. We're gonna
Yeah,
Go ahead.
there was a question regarding, is there a place you can view the results? The county election website, but we were not getting like real-time updates on that. That's where we're trying to get the data. So basically we had to back out. This is what we learned. We had to back all the way out of the website and then go back in and drill into the results. And then do that every time periodically to try to get a refresh of it. It's not a user-friendly website.
Yeah, I mean, you can head down to Rogers and go down to the facility down there and wait, but it's not going to be much different at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, let's talk about where you're going to vote, Mark. Are you going to early vote, or are you going to vote on election day?
I think I'm going to wait till election day, and I'm going to hit a couple of these places because I want to see what's going on at these. I think I really want to focus on Highlands. I think I'm going to make my way over to Highlands.
Yeah. Maybe talk to who's working the poll and say, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Maybe I can get some ideas and thoughts what happened over there and see who's actually on that in that group over there. I'd be interested in finding out. So I think New Life was the last one I was over there. So maybe I'll make my way over to Highlands. Randy
said he's getting ready for bed. We hope you have a wonderful rest, Randy, and we hope that you get plenty of sleep. I know you guys are working overtime trying to push this thing over the line, and we appreciate you. And
yeah, we do.
We know you're putting in the work, sir. And Tuesday, I have a feeling, and I'm praying, and I know a lot of people are praying that this gets pushed over the line in your favor, sir. So sweet dreams.
Stay the course.
Stay the course. Yes.
Randy.
Yeah. But I was thinking, tomorrow's my normal day off, so I will probably go down and early vote. I will see if there is I just kind of poke around, look around, see if there's any poll watchers or anything like that, or exit polls. I'm kind of curious how some of these people are getting their data. On the numbers of Bella Vistans that vote every day. Just interested in that's what we do, Randy. He says keep up the good work. Appreciate you guys trying to get the truth out there. That's what we're doing, man. That's why we started this, and we will continue well on into the future. Is it starting to look right? We're getting more organized, and this is what we want to do.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll check that out, and kind of I'll provide just some information on how it's looking down at the Benton County Admin Building over on Central. That's where I plan on going in early voting tomorrow. But yeah, I've got a lot of questions, how people are getting the data that they're getting and why some people are getting the data, because I'm not seeing the data on the website. So
yeah, I'm kind of mixed feelings with the Rogers Election Commission. Maybe, I don't know. I'm something's telling me just to head down there Tuesday, and you run live there, and I run live down there for some reason, so we can. I don't know. We could talk about it more tomorrow night.
Okay. If you want to head down there and you can do a broadcast from there, I've got a big battery pack you can take, and you can plug your phone in and broadcast. I can give you a link and pipe you right into the production software if that's what you want to do. And you can take the lav mic as well. And
let me see. Like I said, we'll talk about it, and maybe that's an option. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely discuss, and it would be cool. It would definitely be cool. But we shall just have to talk about it and see what we can bring and make happen to, for our viewers. So again, appreciate everybody's support. Keep an eye out for that store link to drop over on our Facebook. And when it drops, we will definitely let you guys know. Appreciate all the support we get from everybody, and we will continue to do what we do. Have a wonderful evening. Get out and vote tomorrow. Get out and vote tomorrow, or get out and vote on Tuesday. That would be the message. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.
Take it easy, everybody. Have a good night.
Whatever